Hey, what's up out there in internet land? Today, I got an interesting article that came my way. I subscribed to the American Songwriter blog, and there was an interesting article that came up talking about Gavin Rosdale from the band Bush. All right, now I have a little bit of a connection to Gavin Rosdale because a guy that I used to play music with actually opened for Bush years ago in New York City, right before Bush got signed. So, anyway, basically the article says that Gavin Rossdale says, you know, how is a new artist supposed to get their start in the music business? And he brings up a good point that other people have said. If you're an aspiring musician and you want to, get your start in music, how do you do it? You know, Great question. You know, it seems that there really is no music industry anymore. Rick Beato had a great video up about how record labels basically, don't know how to make stars anymore. And so now, if you want to be an artist, what you got to do is basically book your own shows, write your own songs, build up your social media following, and establish yourself, and then the record company will sign you. Well, you say to yourself, if I'm already doing well, I'm selling merchandise, I'm booking my own gigs, and I have a really strong following, and I have a dedicated following on social media, what do I need a record company for? Good question. Although the record company might argue they could get you, you know, your music on television, or they may have connections that you may not otherwise have as an independent artist. But, you know, so, CBGBs doesn't exist anymore. When I was coming up as a musician, a lot of the older musicians that I had played with that, had, tried to make it or had come close or had opened for other bands had recorded at Sigma Studios in Philadelphia, where the Sound of Philadelphia recorded. And I know David Bowie recorded one of his records there. And Gamble and Huff recorded there. And I know the Roots got their start at Sigma in Philly too. But, Sigma doesn't exist anymore. So, and I know that, they also went and played at CBGB's. CBGB's doesn't exist anymore in New York. Now it's a shop, as far as I know, that sells $150 leather jackets. So it doesn't exist anymore. So what do? You can't. It's Gavin Rosdale also said that it's really, really hard to make a living as a musician. Now being a musician was always a bit of a struggle, but years ago, there was the possibility that you could successfully monetize your career. But now it's almost impossible. Spotify gives very, very meager, royalties, and a lot of artists have to tour. But, as I've said in a couple other videos on my channel, that the music business as a whole in 2024 was really struggling. Some artists had to cancel their tours, and inflation's really, really high, and, other bands had to tour with other bands and share a crew or cancel their tours altogether because it's just really way too expensive to tour. I've heard stories of Nashville musicians who are making $150, $200 on the road, and, local musicians that I know have kind of said to them, yeah, I can make the same amount of money playing 5 miles from my house. So it just goes to tell you that, overall, the music business really now is struggling. And, is it dying? I don't know. But how is a new artist supposed to, get a break? I guess maybe go on The Voice or American Idol, get discovered that way, but as quick as it comes, it can go. I mean, I've known people that have been on those shows, and I've watched the music business chew them up and spit them out. And as quick as fame comes, it can go just as fast. So how does a new artist get discovered? I think probably, really, it's probably having your music go viral on social media. Kind of like that guy Oliver Anthony who had that one song, Rich Men North of Richmond. I guess that's how it happens now. But I don't know. The old way of coming up as an artist and, recording an album and then, maybe opening for a big name artist or kind of playing clubs and then getting discovered, that whole infrastructure and ecosystem is a thing of the past. And so, I don't know. Just making this video, kind of just sharing your thoughts. I'll put the link to the story down below. If you like this video, please like and subscribe. God bless, and I'll see you soon. Peace out. Bye-bye.